All right, so guys, today I am back on Roblox Steal a Brainrot, and today I got a very, very interesting idea. I don't know how I haven't thought about this before. So, as we all know, in Steal a Brainrot, whenever you walk over this lock base button over here, your base gets covered up by these lasers. These red lasers, pretty much you can go through them, but other players can't, right? Everyone knows that. That's pretty simple. What if, whenever I walked over my lock base button, instead of just locking my base, it also traps every other player in the server inside of their own bases? So, as soon as I press my button, it creates a laser wall around every other player on the server, making it so that I can go to any base and just steal brain rots and get away with it. I think that would be really funny personally. So yeah, I'm gonna do that today. My friends are online right now. I'm in a different server. So right now, what I'm gonna do is set this up, and then I'm gonna bring them into my server and just absolutely rob them. But first things first, in order to do this, we're gonna need to figure out how to clone these lasers. Inside every Steal a Brainrot base, I'm pretty sure, yeah, look, there's a folder called laser. And okay, now that I have this laser folder selected, you can see that I've got all of the lasers in the base selected. They all have this orange outline on them, which means that they're selected. In order to clone them, I should be able to just open up this laser folder, click on one of these individual lasers. I'm pretty sure this works. I've done this before. And then if I click clone, look at this. I've now got a clone of the laser. And I'm pretty sure this is still hooked up to the yellow button. So if the lasers go out, I should be able to press the yellow button and all the lasers should turn on again. But anyways, now that we have got the laser selected, here's what I'm thinking we do. Let's bring this laser over here to this base in front of ours. And pretty much what I want to do is just use these lasers to build a prison inside of the Steal a Brainrot base. So look, I'm going to have one laser over here. Let me clone this, bring it a little bit further over here. And using this process of cloning and moving the lasers, I'm just going to build a prison inside of this base. That's going to keep the player who owns the base trapped inside over here while giving me free access to all other Brainrots here. As you can see, I've ended the laser wall over here. That's because I'm going to have another wall going like this way so that the Brainrots are not inside of the prison. I hope this all makes sense. One thing that I really hope works properly is the lasers will turn off whenever the yellow button turns off. Right now, it looks like we still got, let's see, 42 seconds left on the yellow button. Honestly, it might be a good idea to wait for that to turn off just to see if the lasers will properly turn off. Because imagine if these lasers just stay red forever. If they don't turn off, then that's going to be very bad. People are going to notice that something is suspicious, and it's going to make it a lot harder to steal from people. Okay, yeah, let's wait for the button to turn off. So we've got, let's see, 18 seconds left on the button. 3, 2, 1, and look at that. The lasers turned off. Even the ones over here that I cloned turned off. Okay, that's perfect. I just wanted to make sure that that worked because sometimes when you clone stuff in this game, it like breaks the functionality, but I'm glad it didn't here. Now that we have got all of the lasers for the front of the base, the next thing that we need to do is put some lasers on the sides over here. So let's just go ahead and do the exact same thing we did earlier and just move these lasers all across the sides of the base. Now, the thing with this trap that we're doing right now, the thing is, it's only going to work if the person who we're trying to trap is standing in their base. So once my friends are actually on here, I'm going to need to figure out a way to get them to go inside of their bases. Should be pretty easy to do though. It's not very hard to trick someone to go inside of their own base. Getting someone to go into your base, that's a little bit trickier to do because, when someone's inside of your base, you can lock your lasers and just trap them. People don't expect to get trapped in their own base usually. So this should be pretty easy to get people in here. Also, what am I doing copying and pasting these lasers one by one? I just realized I can select like multiple of them and then clone them all at the same time. Boom, look at that. This makes it way faster. Yeah, this is the method. This is actually the method right here. Let's go ahead and finish up this wall right over here. And then what we can do is just select the entire wall of lasers and paste it over here on the other side. This is crazy though. We're actually making a proper prison in Steal a Brainrot. This even looks like a prison. This is so sick. Once we're done covering up this space with lasers, then we can just copy all the lasers from this space and move it to every other base on the map. So here, let's go ahead and select all the lasers on this side of the wall. There we go. I think we've got them all selected. Yeah, everything looks good. Now let's clone it and we need to move it a little bit this way. Oh snap. This looks insane. Wait, look at this. The lasers are going through the lights. That's yeah, that's a little bit awkward looking, but if somebody is trapped in here, that's going to be so easy for me to just go in and snag a brain rot. They're going to not even be able to do anything. They're just going to have to sit here and watch me take their brain rots. All right, well, we've got all the lasers here. That's pretty great. Now, what we need to do is select all of these lasers and clone them to every single base on the map because I have no idea which bases my friends are going to spawn into once they get here. So, all right, this is going to be quite the manual labor process right here. Let's just go ahead and click on all of these lasers here in the Explorer menu. Oh gosh, we're going to need to click on all of these one by one. Hopefully I don't accidentally select the laser inside of my base. I do not want to clone a laser that is already inside of my base over there. Also, this is going to be interesting when the lasers turn off. I really hope it still all works. Anyways, here we go. There's only like 3 lasers left to select and okay, there we go. I think we've got them all selected. So now if I do a little test by moving everything up. Looks like everything successfully moves. All right, perfect. Let's move that back down. And now, in order to make this a little bit more organized, let's put all of this stuff inside of a folder. I'm just going to name this folder 1. There we go. This is base number 1 over here. Actually, wait, I'm just going to name it lasers. I'm not going to go in and rename each of these folders once we copy them. Laser prison. There we go. That's what I'll name it. All right, so now that we've got one laser prison, it should be fairly simple to copy and paste this over to all the other bases. And look, wait, this is sick. The lasers turned off and it works perfectly. The lasers have completely disappeared. But the moment we go here and press the button again, then the laser prison is instantly going to reappear. This is so sick. All right, so now that we've got this entire laser prison here, let's go ahead and clone it. And let's see if everything works properly if we just move it here. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. It looks like we got everything cloned properly. Oh, no. Okay, wait. What I was fearing happened. Some of the lasers here are deleted. Look at this. This is like a whole jumbled mess of lasers now. This happens sometimes. Whenever I clone big objects, it tends to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to fix that ourselves in a second. Should be pretty easy to fix, though. We can just... Let's keep on cloning the lasers, and then we can fix these missing ones at the end. All right, so let's go ahead and clone this one now. And then if I move this here, or any of the lasers missing from this prison, looks like all of these lasers copied properly. Great. All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and move this laser prison right over here. It seems like only this first laser prison here broke when I copied it. Let's put this down here. There we go. Clone that again, and then move it here. Are all the lasers copied properly? Yeah, everything looks good. Hopefully, I spaced the lasers close enough to the point where you can't squeeze through them. I think it should be fine. I think the normal lasers in your base are spaced about this far apart anyways. All right, well, now that we've got all the bases on this side controlled by my base, it is time to copy our prison over to the other bases as well. So here, let's go ahead and clone this. And this one's going to be a little bit tricky because not only do we need to clone these lasers, we need to flip them as well. So there we go. Let's just flip that 180 degrees and in it goes. Nice. It fits perfectly. Oh, actually, it's going a little bit too far out. We can move that in a little bit. There we go. I think this is how we had it on the other side. And yeah, it looks like all of the lasers are still cloning successfully. Nothing is breaking. Let's clone these lasers over here. And then finally, one more cloning is required on this base over here. All right, this is perfect. Now we've got all of the bases covered up in cloned lasers. One more thing that we can also do, actually, we should be able to change the color of the lasers. I think we can change the color of them to be like purple or anything that we want. Let's see what that would look like. All right, so what about... What is that? That looks a little bit too bright for my liking. That looks a little bit too dark for my liking. Okay, I changed my mind. I think red was probably good. Yeah, let's just go back to the classic red. Looks more scary and intimidating that way. Anyways, now that we've got all of the bases covered up with lasers, let's go ahead and repair this one over here. This was the first base that we did. And yeah, one of the lasers is missing. Is it only that one laser? It looks like it is. Yeah, wow, that was pretty strange. This first base over here sacrificed a laser. And oh, all of the lasers turned off. Oh, snap. Look at this. The bases are, they all just look completely normal. But little does everyone know, the instant I go here and press the button, boom, all of the bases are under my control. Anyways, I just selected this laser box again. Let's go ahead and open the folder. And we just got to clone another laser to put over here. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now this base is looking good as well. All right, nice. Well, I think since everything is working now, we should be good to bring my friends onto here. And they're going to have no idea what's about to hit them. This is going to be the greatest robbery in Steal a Brainrot history. First, we got to wait for my lasers to open up, though. I can't accidentally press this button at the wrong time. If I accidentally walk over this button when my friends are here, then they're definitely going to know that something suspicious is going on. This is actually insane, though. I cannot believe this works in this game. Well, I guess now we just wait for my base to open up, and then it's time to bring my friends onto here. And okay, there we go. My base just finished unlocking, and now all of the lasers are back to normal. This is great. And oh, looks like my friends have begun to join. I told them to join in like 2 seconds ago. Let me join into their call. Yo, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Dash, what's up?
What? Ed, how in the world do you have this Brainrot in your base?
Oh, the Fragorama Chocorama. It's pretty insane, I know.
Dude, this Brainrot, this one's like super rare.
Yeah, she has some okay Brainrots in her base, but you just see what I have. I have way better stuff than her.
What? You got the La Ginger Sequoia? Well, actually, I have one of these as well. These ones aren't that crazy to get.
This one is pretty crazy to get, and so is this Evilodon here. Look, I put it next to my Orcalodon so they can talk together. I think they're having a little bit of an argument right now, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's evil, this one's good. It's like they're the opposites.
Well, anyways, what did you want to bring us on here for?
Oh, well, I was just wondering if you guys wanted to play some Steal a Brainrot with me, you know?
Play some Steal a Brainrot with you? What, are you going to try to steal my Brainrots?
No, I would never do that.
Well, then what are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to play some Steal a Brainrot with you guys. Is that too crazy to ask for?
Yes, that is crazy. Every time I get on to play with you, you always do some weird, suspicious stuff.
I don't do weird, suspicious stuff. Okay, can I not just play some regular Steal a Brainrot normally with some other human beings?
Well, technically, I'm not a human being.
Yeah, that's besides the point. And and then also, guys, man, how am I supposed to ask them to get inside of their bases without sounding suspicious?
Also, guys, what do you want? What do you have inside your base? Do you have any good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some pretty good stuff, guys. And look, I'm leaving my base open, so I'm not trying to scam you guys. If I was trying to steal from you guys right now, I would have locked you in my base, and I would have went into your guys' bases and stole. But I'm not doing that.
Yeah, good. You better not, because I would just respawn if you locked me in here.
Speaking of, I should probably go lock my base.
Wait, hold on. Before you lock your base, okay, how about we do something right now, guys? Do you guys want to do the Steal a Brainrot Trust Challenge?
What in the world is a Steal a Brainrot Trust Challenge?
It's this new challenge that's gaining popularity where you and a couple of friends have to hop on a Steal a Brainrot server and leave your bases open with your best Brainrots.
Yeah, okay, this sounds really much like a scam.
It's not a scam. It's the Trust Fall Challenge that was really popular back in the day. This is like that, but in Steal a Brainrot, okay? So everyone just leave your base open and we'll take turns walking away from our desks and we'll see whose Brainrot gets stolen first.
That sounds like a terrible challenge, Dash.
Yeah, this is not a good... Why would anyone want to do that?
It's so that you can see who you can trust.
Actually, maybe that's not a bad idea. I can use this on my close associates, and whoever steals from me, I can get them eliminated.
Yikes. Okay, well, do you guys want to do it?
No, I'm not doing a Steal a Brainrot Trust Challenge.
Okay, well, how about everyone just go to your own base and everyone just be in your own base.
Okay, this is so weird. Why in the world are you asking us to do this stuff?
Just go to your base. It'll make more sense later.
Okay. I guess if I'm inside of my base, I can just protect it.
Yeah, just don't lock it though. No locking, guys. If you lock your base, then you will be in a lot of trouble.
Okay. I'm literally like 2 seconds away from the lock button, so if you try anything, I'll lock the base.
Okay, well, hold on. Is everyone inside of their bases?
Yeah, I'm inside of my base.
So is this the entire challenge? Do we just have to stay in here?
Yeah, guys. This is the entire challenge. Let me just go here now and... Hey, guys!
Wait, what? What just happened? Hey, Dash, stay away from my Rainito.
What? Hold on a second. I can't go through. These aren't even my lasers.
Dash just stole my Rainito Slayito.
What? My Brainrots aren't even in here.
Yeah, so guys, I may or may not have created a laser prison.
What? This is why you wanted us to go inside of our bases.
And this is why you wanted our bases open, isn't it?
Wait, and I tried respawning. It literally put me back inside of the same spot.
Oh, yeah. This is great. Let me grab this thing.
I can't even hit you. You're too far away.
This is actually the greatest stealing tactic ever.
Hold on, wait. The only way to get out of this is leaving the shirt. I'm just gonna leave. You're not stealing anything from me. And you should probably leave as well.
I can't. He just took one of my... You know what? He already got away with it. What was that?
Guys, you guys literally ran off like scaredy cats, okay?
Don't compare me to a cat.
But you just acted like one.
You literally summoned a prison around our base with lasers. How are we supposed to get out?
I don't know. You could have body swapped with me or something. This was sick though. Wow, I can't believe that actually worked so well.
So, now I know who I need to eliminate.
Hey, yo, what does that mean?
You are not trusted.
I was just borrowing some brain rots, all right? Just don't mind me.
You better give those back or else you're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Just don't eliminate me. That's all I ask for. That was pretty crazy. And if you want to watch the next video, then click on the video on the screen right now.